And we are live with session 3 of our My Little Pony game. We're finally back to this game, so that's exciting and fun. A little bit of a break from Starfinder and or just not doing any games. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started like we always do. Does anybody remember what happened last time?
We almost all died trying to get a crate that would have been worthless, except that you took pity on us, oh great and mighty Game Master.
Well, a few of you almost died, but less than half.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah,
So we went back and forth across the ravine a few times.
Mm-hmm.
There was alligators, right? Or crocodiles.
There was an alligator that did almost kill poor Minty Chips over there.
And when we got the crate, it had a figure inside that gave... which character was it?
Caramel Kisses.
Caramel
that
Kisses.
Was me.
Yeah! I knew it was you. I just couldn't think of your character. Gave you a vision of imminent doom, I think.
Yeah, there was definitely a pretty intense vision attached to that. It was a little crystal pony figurine, is what you found.
No, it was not. It was a snake statue.
Oh, right! The crystal pony is a different thing. Spoilers! There is no crystal pony. Yes, snake statue is what you found. My bad.
And I don't remember what the vision was, but it was like fire and brimstone.
Yeah, basically you had a vision that you were on the ground, and then there was a huge earthquake, and stuff came shooting out of the ground, and the whole world split apart, and you died. I mean, it was a little bit more than that, but that's the gist of what happened.
Cool. And I have that snake statue in my inventory now.
Yes, you put that in your backpack. Named bag. So we probably need to go a little bit further back to actually explain what happened. So you guys won a competition to go on the floats for a very important festival over in the area, the Festival of Five, which was celebrating the pirate lords and how they saved the world from imminent doom, and kind of showing their favorite areas along the island of Horseshuga. And of course, all of those areas change every year because they're actually just sponsorships for businesses that are willing to pay enough. Because the festival has become very commercialized in recent years. And then at the end of the parade, you also got on a boat to go do a bit of a ceremony on the island of Renewal, where you sail out, and you were supposed to leave a gem at the spot where the pirate lords supposedly actually did their feat of, saving the world. And on the way there was a storm which you spotted, and it grew in size and eventually engulfed your ship and actually created huge waves that blew several of you overboard. Those of you who didn't get washed overboard jumped off of the ship to save those who did, and you all got washed into the island by the tide there. And luckily, though, rather than being dashed into the cliffs and smashed into a million pieces like you thought would happen, you actually were washed into a cave where you actually are right exactly where you landed when you first entered the cave. So there is, you can see a little bit of a hole creating light above you. A bunch of you have torches. That's why you can't actually see it. If I turned off your torches, you'd be able to see a little bit more clearly, but there is a light source directly above you. And so you luckily and miraculously were saved. You ended up in this cave, and were immediately ambushed by a group of spider swarms, which you were able to fight off. Then you tried to cross the chasm to your north using a rope attached to an old bridge that has since fallen down into the chasm below. Minty Chips was the first to go across and was actually the only one across and started exploring by herself when she was attacked by an alligator and almost killed. She was down to 1 hit point, or 0 hit points. Yes, exactly 0 hit points. When the alligator was finished off so that it couldn't do anything else. And then seeing that this crate up here, I don't know if you can actually see it, it might be in the dark for you guys, was down in the chasm, you guys decided to get it, and after several attempts and a lot of falling down onto spikes and or the water, you managed to retrieve it, and I think we've described what happened since then. So, everybody caught up? Any questions before we continue? Doesn't sound like it. All right, so you guys are now back where you started. Several health potions and cures and other resources, lighter, but otherwise unscathed for the most part.
Okay, where should we go next?
Yay.
Yeah, so you kind of have 3 options that you just know from having looked around. There are 2 entrances. There's a larger entrance over here where spiders came out of, a small one in the hole over in the like a small hole in the wall over here, and then you did not fully explore across the chasm to the north. You really didn't go much past where the alligator ambushed you.
I think we should go explore what the alligator was doing over there.
I think we should go in one of the cave, the little entrance thingies, the bottom one.
Okay, deal. I don't want to get attacked. Somebody come with me.
Don't worry, I'll lead the way.
All right,
But Minty, you're injured.
Everybody
Not anymore.
but the twins are coming.
I'm
no.
fine.
The
How many
twins
hit
are
points do
all
you have?
alone.
I don't remember.
I think you should be back to full health by now. I believe you were cured mostly, but you're supposed to have some sort of a document that you're keeping track of that on, Anna.
I know, it's somewhere. I'm just trying to find it and
Okay.
move my character and push to talk
I'm
at the
pretty
same
sure
time.
she still had some damage because multiple people gave her healing stuff, and she was like, "I'm still."
I can't move bubbles, by the way.
Oh yeah, because I gave it to Jason earlier. Give me just a second. I will change bubbles back over to you. Maybe. Yeah, so as you're exploring down that hallway, you can see that it branches off toward the north where there's a... come on, let me edit like I told you to. Evidently it doesn't want to let me edit this character. Okay, well I don't know what Roll20 is doing, but Jason, for now you're just going to have to be in charge of moving Cinnamon Bubbles, because it's not letting me do anything.
I'm on it, boss.
But yeah, so you can see that the hallway branches off toward the north above you, where there is a wooden door blocking further passage, and then to the right, the floor seems to have caved away, leaving a narrow ledge toward the north, and underneath a pit about the same depth as the one that you guys fell in repeatedly earlier, filled with sharp spikes.
Can we scoot along the wall?
Yes.
Yeah, how
Behind-
wide is that ledge?
The ledge is wide enough that you can shimmy along it. However, that will require a athletics check to not fall.
Acrobatic?
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's see what's up first.
There is a wooden door.
Huh.
Can you not see it?
Can one of us pick locks?
Oh, there it is. Now I see.
It's not locked. It has
Can I kick it?
Yes. You hear a
I'm gonna
wooden.
kick it.
You hear a wooden thump.
I'm gonna smash my head into it.
I'm
gonna
heard
back
Does the
up.
wooden thump reverberate around the cave?
I'm
and
gonna
alert
back up
everything that
here.
they hear?
And I'm gonna run toward it and smash my head into it.
Okay, give me a melee attack. That should be listed on your character sheet.
Ooh,
have to find my character sheet.
And I just need the
I'm
damage.
finding-
Obviously, it's a door. You hit the door, so you don't need to do an attack. Just a damage roll.
Yes, I am opening the character sheet. I am finding my melee attack. Where's my melee attack?
Should be listed for everybody.
Um,
Let's see. Unarmed strike. 1d3 plus 2 non-lethal damage.
Cool. Where is that?
It should be listed under one of your attacks. I would have to look at your PDF to answer that question for what you're
Okay.
looking at.
Is it called base attack?
No, that's your base attack bonus. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, combat dodge.
Let's see.
Oh, that's what that noise is. That's so freaky. Okay.
Is it called melee touch?
I think that's also just your attack bonus, but I'm not sure. Anyway, just give me an attack. 1d3 plus 2, is that what I said? Yes.
Yes. So you want me to roll that?
Yes, please.
1d3, right?
Yes, plus 2.
Plus dos.
Alright. You slam your head into the door. It is incredibly solid. You do 5 points of damage to your forehead.
Ouch. Okay. That didn't work. I'm going to fall on my rear end and just kind of sit there a little bit stunned, surprised that it didn't work with my amazing abilities of stuff.
Of hard-headedness.
Yes.
I think I've got this. I'm gonna cast open on the door.
Alright, you cast open on the door. It vibrates for a couple of seconds and then stops. It seems to be barred from the other side. And there is no lock on this side. There's simply a handle.
Oh no.
So this is not something that you can pick the lock either.
Crikey. My magic has failed me.
Dun dun dun.
Hmm.
It was a good idea,
Well-
though. If it were not locked, that would have worked. Or I guess it's not technically locked. If it were not barred, it would have worked.
Hmm. Does anyone have a bomb?
I'm gonna
Oh,
stand around the
Alchemist,
corner.
do you have a bomb?
Who's got a bomb? I don't think I have a bomb.
So it's a pretty solid door. While you could eventually break through using... You could eventually break through using alchemist bombs. However, you would probably expend all of your bombs. And you would have to roll well to be able to break through it. So, Cinnamon Star, you have enough experience...
Another door.
Yeah, you have enough
Yeah,
experience...
let's go check out the other way.
Yes, Cinnamon Star has enough dungeoneering experience that she kind of has a pretty good feel for what she can and can't do with her bombs. By the way, if you want to move your character a little bit more like video gamey, you can actually use the arrow keys to move one square at a time. Just if anyone wanted to.
Nice.
Alright, so you guys approach the small hole. It is... Anna! Get back out of there! It is indeed a small hole. Sugar Song has been left behind and is currently has spiders
I
crawling.
can't see.
Because you have no torch and they left you in the dark.
I'll go get her. I don't think I have a torch.
You're alone and scared. Poor Sugar Song.
I found her.
I was very sure
Come
I had
with
a
us,
door.
Sugar Son.
I can't get through the door.
No, you cannot
Wait,
get through
how
the
did
door.
you get on that side of the door?
She's technically not.
Oh, I thought you got
Oh.
the door open.
No, the door is not open.
Okay.
Okay,
We didn't bomb it.
Now, after the fiasco of Sugar Song being left alone in the dark, you guys approach the small hole to the northern side of the cave where you initially started. It is indeed a small hole. In fact, the only one of you small enough to fit through it would be Sugar Song.
I'll go. But give me a torch first.
Okay, I believe you are carrying torches, so if you would like to light one
Yes.
and carry it in your mouth, you can do that.
I light my torch and I stick it on my little saddle thingy.
Wait, before you go in, I want to take my headlight and... Wait. Do I have light or dancing lights? I have both on my sheet. I forget which one I picked.
It's up to you. So dancing lights have a shorter duration. They're more for like distracting, and you kind of like guide them around. While light is basically making whatever thing you want to into a torch.
Okay, well I should cast light on Sugar Song then. Right?
Sure.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'll do that. That way you could see in there.
All right. So let me give you light real quick. One. Is it not going to let me edit your character here either? It won't let me edit your character. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to refresh.
It's been long enough since we've played this. I forget
Roll20.
what even like I can do spell wise. So I'm kind of looking through real quick.
Okay.
While you're getting.
Yeah, I'm reloading Roll20 to see if it'll let me do stuff again. There we go. Now I can give you some light. Okay.
I don't have any kind of light, but I can make fire. I can spark.
Cool. Yep. All right. So you should now have light applied to you as if it were a torch. Caramel Kisses, I believe you were using light for your own, not an actual torch. So I'm going to set you as not having light.
That makes sense. I'm responsible. I'll stick with the...
All right. So Sugar Song, I am going to need you to give me a reflex save.
Well, okay. Here goes. Is it r/?
Yes. Or no, it's /R and then your die that you are rolling.
Okay. 24.
Nice. All right. So as you are crawling in, you don't notice at first until you step into it, but suddenly the jaws of some... Let me... Oop. Bam. Ta-da. Of some sort of trap slam shut onto your front leg. And you are able to jerk your paw out, your hoof out most of the way, but it does catch you a bit, so you're going to take half damage for this.
Okay.
No, poor little sweet pony.
Okay, you are going to take 13 damage as the the bear trap's sharp teeth dig into you the end of your paw, or not your paw. You're not a dog. Your hoof.
I am -1 hit point.
All right. Sounds like it got you a little bit better then. So you scream out in pain, and everyone outside of the hole hears the sound of a as the bear trap closes, and you pass out immediately from this trap digging into your hoof. You guys can still kind of like, she's only about halfway through, so you guys can pull her back out now if you want to. Or just heal her in place and be like, go on, keep going.
And I'll just be like...
I thought we heal her in place and just be like, keep going, come on.
Yeah,
You've got it, little one.
That's what I do.
I'll cast Open on the trap.
Oh, yeah. that works.
Wait. If you cast open on the trap and I wake up and trigger it again.
Well, he's not resetting it. He's just opening it, or I should say,
Oh,
she's
okay.
just opening it.
Okay. How about you heal me and then open it? Because then I can
But
just
like, if we
step
heal
out
you
of it.
before you open it, then it's still like digging
Oh, I
into your
see.
flesh.
No, that's a good point. Okay.
Right, we should operate on you while you're passed out.
That seems like a
Okay.
good plan.
Yeah. Okay, do your thing, people. Sorry, I'm not even conscious
So
right.
so while Sugar's passed out, let's pull her out of the hole.
Pull.
I'm not strong though. Someone's strong. Do it.
I'm strong. I'll do it.
So why were you sitting around
Hey,
with?
Mindy Chips.
Why were you sitting around with only 12 hit points, Wayne?
That's my maximum hit points.
No, it's not. Sugar Song has a maximum of 55 hit points.
Uh,
Like, you're level 5 characters. I was very confused how 13 points of damage knocked you out.
oh, okay. Never mind. All right, that's how much current damage I have is 12.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a 55. You're right. I was looking at the wrong spot.
Alright, so now
Oh, no.
you're up to 25 points of damage, which is still less than half of your total hit
Yeah.
points.
Okay, so I'm fine. None of that happened.
Well, you're not fine, but you're not passed out either.
None
So-
of that happened.
Everything did happen except for you passing out. You still screamed, and there was still a and you have a bear trap on your on your hoof, and it hurts.
And I still cast open on the bear trap.
Okay.
Aw, thank you.
The bear trap opens creakily as its rusty hinges slide open and the teeth are kind of come out from your hoof. It's large and comically bruised, but otherwise seems uninjured.
I got you, Sugar. You're okay.
I'm gonna roll perception just to be sure there's not other traps around.
All right.
Having trouble finding perception on my sheet for some reason. It's been so long since I had to depend on a piece of paper. I'm satisfied.
Perception. I mean, they should all be listed in the big skills section. You have a +8.
Ah, yes, there it is. Okay. Almost everything I have is +8. I mean, not. Yeah, anyway, never mind.
Slash and then R, Wayne.
That'd be a cool name for a subreddit, though. For
Slash,
real.
slash and then R. There you go.
Yeah.
r/1d20. That'd be a
Oh,
great D&D subreddit name.
I bet it's a thing.
I bet it is.
All right,
I've been loving Reddit. I just started it like a week and a half ago, and I don't know why I didn't earlier.
It's great.
I don't get Reddit. Like, I end up on Reddit when I look for other things, but I don't get actually Redditing as like its own thing. But that's just
You
me.
just subscribe to your subreddits, and then you get to like mold your page into whatever you want to see.
Yeah.
Like I have
it
stuff
took
on
me
there.
2 days to figure it out, and then once I did, I was like, "Wow, this is like comically easy." Like
All right.
it's really easy
So-
once you get it.
The dripping stone walls of the cave extend around you into the darkness, past even what you can see. However, you do not see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, I just got a phone call IRL, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Would this be a good time to let Babraham slide into this game?
Sure, why not? So I already sent you the invite link. Have you added him as a player?
Not yet. He's gonna log into Roll20 on his computer, and
Cool.
we'll add it then.
Perfect. So let me know when he's in. I can actually edit things again now that I've refreshed Roll20. So I should theoretically be able to hand Cinnamon Bubbles over to him. Yay, I can. That was strange.
So Thomas, I'm drinking this drink right now, and I think you should get this mixer because it's amazing.
Okay.
It's Canada Dry Ginger Ale, but it's with orangeade in it. It's so good.
Interesting.
Yeah, we saw it at Target and we got it, and I'm drinking it with whiskey right now. Excellent.
And then what's it called?
Canada Dry Ginger Ale with orangeade. That's what it's called.
Oh, it's just called Canada Dry Ginger Ale with orangeade.
Yes.
All right. It's very descriptive. I will add that to my shopping list.
We couldn't find it in those like little bar cans, so we just got 12-ounce cans.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Alrighty. Let me know when Abraham's added, Anna, and I'll pass control over to him real quick. All right, you're back.
Yep, okay.
You did not see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. So I'm going to make my way down the hallway and check out the doorway that was barred.
All right. So I'm going to need another reflex save.
Daggone it, I did a perception check.
You did, but you did not roll high enough. I'm sorry, but you did not see these traps coming.
Okay. 28.
All right. That is enough for half damage.
What's going on in there?
Yeah, you guys hear a click, and then the sound of a large blade swinging. And I should.
Oh no, Sugar, are you alive?
Let me.
We just killed the baby.
There we go.
This is why you shouldn't bring children adventuring.
Ah! There's a big blade in here!
So you're doing half damage again. For 9 damage as it swings across and slices into your back, I would assume. I don't know. You got mostly out of the way. Slices across your rump.
Ah, my butt!
And it rolled pretty bad, so you could have taken a lot more damage than you did.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
And remember that is 1d8 plus your character level, so that's going to be 1d8 plus 5. Just wanted to make sure you got your bonus you deserved on that.
Thank you. So 13, nice.
Pretty good. That's the most you could have gotten.
Alright, I'm going to press Eva onward.
Alright,
And hope
cool.
I don't die.
So you reach the door. There is a very obvious wooden bar across the door that is holding it from opening.
Hey guys, I found that door from earlier. I'm gonna open it for you, but be careful, there's lots of really bad traps in here.
Okay, we'll be there soon. Please
We're
don't die.
coming.
Alright, I'm gonna open the door.
Alright, you reach out your hoof. You place it underneath the board. You begin to lift the board.
You're too happy. This is frightening.
You begin to lift the board. It takes some effort because it's kind of mushed into place from age and dampness. You press just a little bit harder. You hear it creak and a slight snapping noise, and it's displaced.
And it's what?
Displaced, as in
Okay.
as in not
you're saying
blocking the door.
I was like,
No, you're good to go now. The door.
Wait, where's Cinnamon Star?
The door opens easily. Cinnamon Star has not been moving herself and is still standing in front of the small hole.
Gosh darn it.
Alright, guys, whoever is the best at finding traps needs to be in the front. Because this
I think
place
that's me.
is like Death City.
I think that's me. I'm going to go start sniffing the ground for traps.
All right, it smells damp and kind of smelly and gross, but
What do you want
otherwise
to bet?
normal.
I literally found every trap.
Cool. Do I need to do any like trap finding rolls or anything?
If you would like to try to find traps with perception, you need to roll perception, yes.
Cool. Then I'm going to roll perception.
All right. I don't know if you have any bonuses specifically to trap finding. Let's see what you've got. Special. No. So just your high perception. You don't have any specific bonuses to finding traps.
Sugar, come here. We need your light to see down the hallway.
Right on it.
All right. Minty Chips, you do not see anything
What
out of
is
the
trap
ordinary.
finding?
What was that?
So Cinnamon Star has a plus 12 on perception,
Which is really
plus a
good.
plus 2 to local trap finding.
All right.
Or
And
plus 2 to local traps.
yes,
So I got it in!
Cinnamon Star, you are actually an expert trap finder, as your general experience has been as a dungeoneer. That's how you've collected all of your various maps and scrolls and knickknacks that you sell in your store, is largely through actually exploring old places and delving through them.
Okay,
So,
guys, I think I got this. I'm a little familiar with, dungeon stuff, so how about I go in the front?
yes, Cinnamon Star is the local expert, with Cinnamon Bubbles close behind.
Okay, but I'm going to be right behind you with my sword.
And my axe.
And my bow!
Wait, who has the bow?
I think actually Sugar Song does have a bow. It's just a crossbow.
Yep, I have a heavy crossbow.
I don't actually have an axe. Caramel Kisses was quoting Lord of the Rings.
Too bad.
We all were.
You know, that popular drama about getting married and giving rings to lords and ladies?
Oh yes, the most popular one about that, with the Duke and the Duchess and the Doge
Yep.
with the dagger.
Yep.
And
oh my
Jared.
god, I love that show. That was my anime freakout.
All right, so you can see the small hole that Sugar Song went through on your left. Above you, there is another door, and to your right, there is also a wooden door, as well as below you, the one that you just opened.
I'm going to not ram my face into the doors.
That's a good plan. That didn't end super well for you last time.
Wait, has Cinnamon Star rolled a perception yet? Since she's the master?
No, she has not.
Alright, let me roll perception. So D20.
Show us how to find traps. You can do it.
Yes, teach us, O Master.
Okay, and you're just doing a general examination of the area around you?
I'm doing a local trap check.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you don't see any traps around you. However, the door to your right, as you kind of approached it to examine it, you could hear what you some like quiet chittering from the other side.
So I think there's something on the other side of the door to the right. So do people want to explore that first or go up first?
I like going right. That's usually the right thing to do.
But
You're welcome. I'll be here all night.
I think we should explore the more dangerous options first. Because that's what adventure's all about.
all right.
Let's kill things.
So Minty Chips, I would assume you are attempting to open the door next to you?
Yes, I'm going to grab it and try to open it.
Alright, just
That thing.
swing it open.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm committed. I'm just gonna open it and just burst through the door.
And I
Alright,
have
With my
fireball
sword.
at the ready.
the door opens easily enough.
I'm gonna yell as I go in. I'm gonna be like, ah!
Alright.
Arm my
Jason!
crossbow armed.
Alright, yeah, you guys are easily enough able to get through the door. Alright, Cinnamon Star and Minty Chips, give me a reflex save.
Give me candy or give me death.
What was the save? Reflex?
Yes. Actually, Sugar Song and Caramel Kisses as well, because it kind of basically, as you're walking into the room, a large, what is the word I'm looking for? Log comes swinging out of the shadows in the top of the ceiling, and swings down the hallway where you are currently.
I think I did a backflip
Uh-oh.
to jump over it.
Oh no, wait.
Something tells me I did not dodge this one.
This one actually does not have a reflex save, so sorry everyone. Yeah, but those rolls are now not a thing. Let's see. Alright, does anyone have an armor class AC of better than 35?
Is 17 better than 35?
No, it's not. I didn't think so. Alright, that's it. Here we go. 4 plus 6. Everyone is going to take 11 damage, except Cinnamon Bubbles, who has fallen behind the group. Right. Once everyone has given themselves 11 damage, I would imagine you can also see the cockroaches in the room. So those are now a thing. So after you've applied the damage, please give me a initiative check, and we will head into combat as these guys chitter and clack angrily and begin to move toward you.
I'm going to
There's my
just
initiative.
go toward the cockroach at the bottom.
Well, first, everyone, I'm going to need your initiative so we can figure out who's in what order.
Fine.
Who's the baffling swamp? Oh, right.
That's me.
Did you change your name since last time? I don't remember that. Oh.
Yeah. Because you guys are all your, game names. So I wanted to be mine.
Yeah. I was all like, hey, we all have game names, and then we end up calling each other by our real names anyway.
Womp womp. I mean, if we wanted to make an effort to actually use our nom de guerres, we could, but I don't think anyone actually cares. Alright. Sylvana, I still need one from you, Anna, / Minty Chips.
Yep,
I
I'm
think
getting there.
Abraham
Just a
is in
second.
the channel.
He is! Alright, let me give him control.
Van Helsing!
over Cinnamon Bubbles. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. All right,
And
Abraham. I don't know if you can hear me, but you are this character here with the red glasses and the purple hair. You should have control over him, and then if you check in your journal, which is that the one that looks like a roll, kind of like a folded newspaper, you should see him listed as Cinnamon Bubbles, and his character sheet is there as well. All right, then Minty Chips is Abraham close enough to being ready to play that I should wait for him to roll initiative, or should I keep going?
Yeah, you should. He's close enough. I'll walk him through that.
Okay.
We're having some slight technical issues. He can't hear you in the chat. Can someone else say something real fast and see if he can hear that?
Testing.
Hello, this is me.
Greetings and salutations.
Okay, so he can hear everyone but Thomas, which is not good.
Yeah.
Thomas.
So Abraham's
He cannot hear the voice of God.
Muted,
Cinnamon-
accidentally clicked the mute thing.
Yeah, Cinnamon Bubbles initiative is a +6, by the way, Anna. And I'll
Okay,
try...
I think we figured it out.
So you can hear me now?
Yes.
Awesome, and I can hear you. So I need an initiative check for your character, Abraham. So that's you have an initiative of +6. I just looked that up a second ago. So if you give me a 1d20 +6 roll to see where you end up on the initiative order. Ouch. Needless to say, Abraham is last. Alright, so, Sugar Song, you are first in the initiative order.
I'm going to kick.
Do you have any?
Occupy the same space as Anna's character?
No, you cannot. Now, you can move through her space, but you cannot end in her space.
Can you?
Okay.
Do you have any magic buffs? Because I'm
Me?
about to fireball these roaches.
Let's see what I can do here. I was just going to start shooting at them with my crossbow since I had equipped that on the way through the door. Let's see.
Yes,
I could charm person. No, just kidding.
as a bard, you should have some buffs rolling around somewhere.
Let's see. That's not in my spells, right? The buffs?
No, it would be.
Okay. I can do Lullaby, Spark, Mage Hand, Summon Instrument, Mending, Charm Person, Open or Close, Cat's Grace. What's that?
Let's see. I believe that gives you a bonus to your reflex saves and dexterity.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, enhancement bonus to dexterity.
Yeah, would have been nice earlier when you were getting hit by stuff.
That's true. I could enhance water, create a treasure map, force things to be quiet. So that could be useful if we need to sneak.
Yep.
Okay, so it looks like my best buffs are going to be Cat's Grace or Forced Quiet. So I think maybe I'll just go ahead and put Cat's Grace on myself.
Okay, and then you still have your move action if you'd like.
Yeah. And then I don't have an attack if I do Cat's Grace, right?
That is correct. Well,
right.
Unless you don't move. If you don't move, you could still attack.
Maybe it'd be better to put Cat's Grace on somebody that goes
my health
after me.
All right, what was that, Abraham?
Just asking what my health is at.
Currently it should be at full. So you should have a max health listed somewhere on there.
Who's going to be the person that gets up in their
70.
faces?
That
I
would
was going to
be
say
Minty
it probably shouldn't be me because I'm down to 16 health points.
yeah.
So
Or actually, the answer to that is you should have healed yourself before you got into a combat situation.
Me?
No, Minty Chips
Oh.
should not have gone through a door with chittering on the other side when at significant levels of damage.
that's too much thought.
All right, here's what I'll do. I'm going to put Cure Moderate Wounds on Minty Chips.
Okay. So that's
And
what,
then I'm going to stay
3d8
put.
plus 5, I believe?
Yeah.
Or is it 2d8? 2d8 plus 5.
So you're cured 18, Minty.
Nice.
Is anyone else low?
I'm sitting pretty at 29 hit points.
How about you,
Did
Rebecca?
someone just say that they healed me?
Yes.
Yeah, you've been healed 18 points.
Woot! Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and instead of moving, I'll just cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself.
All right. So, Caramel Kisses, it is now your turn.
All right. Everybody, duck and cover, and watch your hair, cause it's about to get hot. I cast Fireball. How do I do this? Here, on this, right there.
All right.
Yep, both of these
Perfect.
guys.
And that's a 30-foot cone, is that right?
It is a 20-foot radius spread.
Okay, 20 foot. Perfect. So that's, yeah, that'd cover them without hitting anybody else. And then, are you going to, well, I guess it depends on how many times you've got it prepared. But are you going to fire it just once or twice?
I have it prepared once, so I'm just casting it once.
Cool.
My other level 3 spell is Invisibility Sphere. If we would need to like sneak as a group anywhere, we can do that.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so what's the damage on that? How do I even find that out?
I'm trying to remember. Does you should have a spell list that says
Oh,
like
here we
what
go.
all of
I
them do?
just need to read it.
Yeah.
1d6
Damage.
per caster level.
So that'd be 5d6. And then I'm trying to remember if there's any attack required for this. 400-foot range. You're easily inside of that, obviously. So I think all there is there's a reflex save. So
Do I have any buffs, like because I'm a wizard, like my knowledge or something?
no. So
Okay.
because you're a wizard, you can cast Fireball at all.
Gotcha.
Now you do have some meta magic feats. I forget if let's see, what did I give you? So I gave you Maximize Spell, which would allow you to do max damage. So instead of rolling 5d6, it would just be an automatic, as if you had rolled 6 on each of those dice. But that makes the spell 3 levels higher, and so you obviously can't cast a spell of that level yet, so you can't maximize Fireball, because that's the top end of your abilities at the moment. But trust me, this is already a lot. Fireball is one of those that is infamous for just as soon as they get it, the players are just like, I smash everything with Fireball. Unless you roll like that.
All right.
Oh, man.
Now,
sorry, guys.
It's
That
still
kind of
gonna
sizzled
do.
out. I throw my fireball and it kind of sizzles in midair and kind of pauses, and then half of it falls off, and then the other half goes and hits the cockroaches.
Oh, and by the way, so what you get as a bonus for your
Very cute.
intelligence is actually just more spells, not more damage. So, like, you can cast extra spells based off of your intelligence bonus, just to kind of explain how that was working.
Okay, that totally makes sense.
Yeah. But still, it's going to do pretty decent damage. So it's double damage against the swarm. So you actually do 20 damage to them. And then this other cockroach that you hit, it is just 10. But spoilers, it doesn't look good. It looks almost dead. Just from that. So you still have a move action, or you can make a second attack if you'd like.
I'm actually just gonna step out of the way for Cinnamon Bubbles.
All right.
Brain was doing a thing, and I have no idea what just happened because my sound stopped. I heard cinnamon bubbles.
Yeah.
I just stepped out of the way, so when Cinnamon Bubbles takes his turn, he has a clear shot.
All right, Cinnamon Star, you are up, and your bombs will actually be quite effective against the swarm because they do area of effect damage. They will do double damage against the swarm. Just as a hint. However, the swarm is currently outside of your first range increment, so you may want to move up if you're planning on using your bombs.
Yeah, right? I can't see the swarm on my screen. Can you ping where it is?
Interesting. You should be able to see it. It's right here.
Okay. Now it literally just showed up when you clicked on it. I don't know why.
Interesting. But yeah. So there's 3 enemies in the room. You guys would have all seen them. Here, here, and here. 2 large cockroaches, and then a swarm of smaller cockroaches.
So, would it be possible for me to take a step?
Yeah, so you could take a 5-foot step forward and then attack twice if that's what you're asking. You cut out right at the end.
Yeah, I forgot that I had to hold the button, and so I let go of the button to push the thing to make it ping, and yeah.
But yes, you could take a 5-foot step forward and then still be able to attack twice.
So there's my 5-foot step, and now I'm going to roll for attack twice.
Cool. As a swarm, it
really
should have...
hard wind just hit us, and we're having a thunderstorm, so just in case we lose power or something, I'm letting you all know.
Cool. So that is a hit, Rebecca.
Right,
Both of those are hits. So it's a 3d4 damage plus
damage.
something. Cinnamon Star, where are you?
So am I doing force or acid?
So, like I said, the 3d8 is only against constructs. The 3d4 is against everything else.
Okay.
So you're going to be doing 3d4 damage.
Cool, got it.
Yeah, so it's based on your archetype. You're an archetype that actually came from the Mummy's Mask adventure path, but you're essentially an Osirianologist type character where you've delved into ancient ruins largely.
So I got a 10 and a 7.
Nice. I can't believe your bomb that does 3d4 did the same amount of damage as poor Caramel Kiss's freaking fireball that does 5d6.
This is my life. This is my IRL life. This is just what my luck is like.
Aw, I feel bad for you.
All right.
Because that's just what my luck is like.
So that strike easily kills the cockroach swarm, and I'm going to and just the splash damage from that, because it also does 3 damage in splash form to enemies around it, is enough to kill the other cockroach. the big one over here. So I'm going to assume that you did your second attack into the cockroach below you, the one to the south. Or did you just keep throwing bombs at dead creatures? Just like, die, I hate bugs!
No, I threw the first one at the storm, and then when it was like barbecued, I threw it at the other one, obviously.
Alright, yeah, so your strike is still more than enough to hit it. So you do another 7 damage to it. And it looks pretty hurt, but definitely not out for the count. Alright, Minty Chips, you are up!
Woot! I am going to pull out. My sword is already pulled out, so I'm going to run over to this cockroach kind of below me and chop it.
Alright, cockroaches. They're all cockroaches.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my dagger, no, my rapier, and I'm gonna slice it.
So
I get two. Do I get 2 attacks with my rapier?
It should say on your weapon, it should be like number/number if you have 2 attacks.
Okay, so I've only got 1 attack. Okay, that's fine.
In play. Yeah, your rapier is only a single attack. Alright, that's enough to hit.
Okay, so I'm going to, let's see, 1d6 plus.
Alright, 9 damage. Nice. So you come running over to this dazed cockroach. It's got little stars spinning around its head from the bomb that landed right in its mouth, and it swallowed it and then exploded. And then sitting there, little stars spinning around its head. You jump up on the bench, bounce off of the wall, and come slamming down into it, sticking it bloodlessly through the face with your rapier. It makes like a very confused face, and then just like slides down onto the ground.
Whoa! I got it.
And it is indeed out. Stop doing that. There, out for the count.
So are we out of combat now?
Yes, you guys are now out of combat. You have murdered everything in this room.
Hooray!
Cinnamon Star, would you like to do a check for traps and crap?
Yes, I would.
I thought you might. Nice. All right, so you look around the room.
Wow, that was cool.
You look around the room, and you cannot see any other traps, though you do notice some interesting things. One of them being a strange mechanical pony stuck behind some boxes in the corner in the upper right-hand end of the room.
I'm gonna walk over to it and say hi.
And I'm gonna steal my light back from Sugar Song.
All right.
I need a light. That'd be useful.
You have torches.
Yeah, but then I have to use. Okay, I'll pull out a torch.
But yeah, so there's a number of features in the room. There's some crates, different weapons. There seems to be some sort of an alchemy table on the right side of the room with some books and notes strewn about it. There's a brazier that could be lit over here to create light in the room. There's another one right here. There's a fountain in the upper side of the room and various pots and these strange turquoise crystalline growths to the south. And also torches on like all the corners.
Check out the crystalline growths to the south.
All right. They are like, what are you doing? Just looking at them?
He licks it.
I'm gonna do perception on them.
Okay. You perceive that they are crystalline growths.
Okay.
Hey Thomas, can I have my light?
Yes. Give me one
I'm
second.
gonna cast. Or
Yeah, I'd like a
not
torch
cast.
too.
I'm gonna use knowledge dungeoneering on them.
All right. And Minty Chips, I will give you a light real quick. There you go. And then, is anyone planning to light any of the torches or braziers around the room?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna light this brazier over by the clockwork pony while I say hi.
Right. One
And I'll
second.
light the brazier on the other side.
All right. Hello. It's not doing what I asked it to. Let's try this again. There we go.
Fire!
Yes. Stop moving. There. All right. So you say hi to the pony. Absolutely nothing happens. Its cold, dead, metallic eyes stare back at you.
Guys, I found a scroll. Cinnamon siblings, come take a look. You know about this stuff, right?
It's actually written in a language you can read.
Oh, cool.
So let's.
So I read it.
Just reminding you, I rolled knowledge dungeoneering on the crystals. If that does anything.
Here we go.
So can everyone see this, or should I read it out loud?
Go ahead and read it out loud, but everyone should be able to see it.
35 years as pirate lords is enough. We aren't needed here anymore, and there are other places and other ponies that need our help. I think it's time to close up shop here and go somewhere exciting and new. We might not be quite like we were at our prime, but we could still do some good. And who knows, maybe we'll find some grand adventure waiting for us, worthy of capping off our illustrious careers, and we'll finally be able to retire. Who knows? Regardless, we're going to return the pieces of 5 to where we found them, so that the next pirate lords can find them and continue our legacy. I hope that we are remembered and that we made a positive difference for every pony. Despite all of the hardships and trials that we've been through, I'm pretty sure that we've made the world a better place. Either way, I can think of any pony better to have spent all this time with.
Yeah, should have been can't. Should have been can't think. Sorry.
I cannot think of any pony better to have spent all this time with. I hope that the next pirate
and that should be
lords
plural
are
too.
as
My bad.
lucky.
Should be every pony. I can't think of any ponies. So it should be. Yeah, this is my bad. I forgot to edit this clearly. But either way, I can't think of any ponies better to have spent all this time with. Is what that should have been.
Signed, Winter Thorn.
Guys, you know what we need to do, right?
What?
We need to go find the 5 pieces of the pieces of 5 and become pirate lords.
Yes. Very much agree. I've always wanted to be a pirate.
I mean, some of us have already been pirates, but the whole lord thing would be nice.
I want to be a pirate lord.
All right. I would assume you take the note with you. It should be in everyone's journal now.
Yeah, I throw it up in the air, and Dog jumps off my back and, shark-like, snaps it out of the air and lands right back on my back.
Ooh, I do love the tastes of notes in the morning!
Can I read this book that I'm standing by?
You cannot. It seems to be some sort of odd magical notation. Not very. It looks extremely familiar. You believe your sister, who is Cinnamon Star, the other pony that looks just like you but eyelashes and black glasses, often has books very similar to this that she reads.
She's stepped away at the moment. So
All right, well, we'll get back to that. And then also on the table, you see a container that seems to have been dripping out of an obelisk, or alabesque, however you say that. And
I can read the book.
all right, Cinnamon Star is back. Cinnamon Bubbles, you recognize this as something your sister might be interested in. You don't necessarily have to say anything about it, though.
I could just keep it to myself.
Yeah, if you want.
No, I
But
think
would
I'm
it be the best thing to do?
Cinnamon Star. There's some book over here that looks like you. I'm illiterate.
You're not illiterate, it's just that you're not an alchemist.
Oh. So does Cinnamon Star want to come over?
Doesn't look like it. Looks like she wanted to kind of sit on that log that almost killed you.
I'm gonna go
I'm
over
not
and
sitting on the
lap at
land.
the
I was
water in
waiting
this
for the
fountain.
illiterate thing.
Alright, Caramel Kisses. You lap at the water. It immediately tastes effervescent and sweet, and you can feel a soothing sensation wash over your body as you return to full hit points.
Yes! Oh my god, you guys need to try this water. It's amazing.
I'm definitely going to try the water. I'm running over to try the water. I just basically just run over and shove my face in it.
Alright. Your entire body begins to tingle, and you also return to full hit points.
I'm still waiting to find out about these crystals here.
Alright.
'Cause
You
I'm
examine the
suspecting
crystals.
They have something.
They look like crystalline
Yeah,
growths.
I have rolled dungeoneering on them.
Okay, they seem unusual. They are clearly not natural formations.
Okay, I'm gonna do Knowledge Arcana.
Alright.
Wow, I'm not rolling great.
Yeah, no, you do not recognize these.
Daggum.
Let me give Knowledge Arcana a try. I'm at plus 11.
I'm gonna try Knowledge Nature too. Come on, I've got to roll better than this at something.
Sure, why not? Caramel Kisses. So you examine these. They don't seem to be magical in origin, or at least not the type of magic you're familiar with. Examining them the more closely, they appear to be generated through some form of alchemy.
Cinnamon Star.
Ooh, we need our alchemist to look at these. Cinnamon Star.
Yes.
Wow, that was a creepy yes. It was kind of cute though. But I can see her face when she says that, so you know.
I was looking at this book over here that my brother handed me.
He didn't hand it. You're on the other side of the room. I guess those glasses really work super well.
Yeah, Cinnamon Star, you're still Cinnamon Star you're still sitting on a spiky log and haven't gone over to the book yet.
Oh, there's a big thing up in front of my screen. I didn't move.
So, what are you planning on doing, Cinnamon Star? You've got two different people waiting on you. Running away? Alright, Cinnamon Star has left the building. Cue sunglasses and a mic drop.
I guess I'm going over to the closer one. Who's that? The I don't know.
We are
That's the
equal
crystals.
distant apart. No,
Not
really.
your own twin brother.
She knows you, brother. She knows that what you have is not as important. Ha
I wear glasses just because I love him. There's no lenses in my glasses. I only wear glasses to make Bubbles feel better about his.
That is a true statement. Alright, so examining the crystals, they seem to be relatively rich in some sort of magical energy, but they're also pretty soft and brittle. In fact, if you get a hold of one of the smaller crystals, you can easily break it off by hand, or should I say by hoof.
I take two of them.
All right. You now have 2 small crystals in your possession.
They're so shiny!
They
I
are
decorate my
relatively
saddle
shiny.
with them. Because I have like a saddlebag thing, so I'm going to decorate my saddlebag thing with them.
All right. Um,
So, do we want to check out that book now, Cinnamon Star?
Okay.
Go over there. Move your person.
Do something!
I did something!
All right. So after reading through the book, it seems to be instructions for how to make some sort of fuel based off of a crystal described as being a magic-infused turquoise crystal made of sugar and magical juice, and it is used to fuel certain automatons.
So this is like candy?
Eat the crystal.
I lick my crystal.
Indeed, it is sweet and tastes like rock candy.
Ooh! I wonder what the liquid is, though.
Magical juice.
Did Cinnamon Star share with the rest of the group what the book said, or are people just eating it?
I read it out loud.
She read it out loud. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my crystals over and stick it in the automaton.
Where?
In
Also,
its
you
posterior.
are nowhere near the automaton. You are sitting in front of like a mushroom dude sitting in front of an ingredients rack.
I thought that was the automaton. Where's the automaton?
It is
He's
this,
up here by me.
It is this pony up here.
Oh, I thought the mushroom dude was the automaton.
No, he's just a mushroom dude. He's like humming to himself and kicking his little feet out in front of him while he's going, salt, salt and pepper, gonna make me some eggs with ham, salt and pepper.
All right, screw the automaton. I'm going to talk to the mushroom dude. Hey, you're kind of cute. What's your name?
Salt and pepper.
Salt and Pepper. I love that name.
Gonna
What
make
is
me
it you
some
do?
eggs.
Oh, you just sing.
Gonna make me some eggs.
It's so cute!
And it's just
I'm gonna
kicking.
love
It's
him
just
and
kicking
keep
its.
him
Yeah, it's just
and
kicking its
name him
little
Salt and
tiny
Pepper.
feet off of the edge of the shelf.
I'm gonna run over to the adorable little mushroom guy and just like put him on my shoulder.
All right. So he's on his shoulder and he goes, "Woo! I'm moving. I move so much. It's like surfing on this pony's head."
Cool. He's my pet now.
Hey,
Can I put that on my
claim him
character sheet
first.
that I have a pet now?
did claim him first. I
No,
did
he's
claim him
mine.
first. No,
I'm bigger.
I said he's mine. I'm gonna love him and keep him. I said that.
I'll fight you.
Okay, I guess I already have a pet. But this is not friendship. Friendship is not
Hey,
magic
this is this.
anymore.
Okay, how about this? I will be the keeper of the mushroom, but he will be the pet of the group, protected by all.
Yay! He can be our mascot.
All right, Anna, you should have control over the mushroom character. He is now your pet.
Speaking of which, I
Yes,
did
he's
have a
adorable.
pet, right?
Speaking of what?
I do have a pet, right?
Yes, you have a pet monkey named Mr. Grabby. And in fact, that mushroom does scoot around on his butt everywhere. He doesn't use his feet to walk.
Oh.
It's like so sad.
I should have sent my monkey through that crack instead of me.
You could have.
So who wants to put the fuel in the automaton? That's what one of them is called.
You currently don't. So automata would be plural of automaton.
Yeah.
You guys don't currently possess any fuel. You have the knowledge of how to create it, and you have the materials.
I think the alchemist should do it.
But you don't. You haven't actually made any yet.
Ooh, teach me how to make it.
Has Rebecca died?
No, I
Yep.
was confused by the thing scooting on its butt.
Which may or may not be running away from a very hungry-looking pony.
Don't eat it!
But it's a mushroom, dude.
But it
It could
talks!
give me power.
Yeah, it could make you big or tiny.
Yeah, or it could just be poisonous.
Well, we'll find out.
No, we will not.
Minty's probably right.
I think you should just lick it.
The mushroom is hiding in the bag, in Minty's bag, and Minty
Now
is
we know
glaring at
what's on
Cinnamon
Abe's
Bubbles.
mind. Abe just wants to get on shrooms.
Bum, bum, bum. All right, is anyone planning on making this automaton fuel?
The last I heard, Rebecca was going
I
to
am,
work on
but
it.
I don't know how. I need Cinnamon Star to teach me.
Star is working on it.
Okay, you're
Following
going to
the
need to
recipe
go.
thing.
You're going to need to go over here where the alchemy tools and ingredients are. But yes, you can do that, and I would assume you're are actually teaching Caramel Kisses how to do it as per her request, or are you just ignoring her?
Can I look in this pot?
I'm going to collect resources. I break off one of the like medium to small size crystals
All right,
and toss it to bag.
and
And
yes,
then I run
I'm
over.
fairly sure I mutter what I'm doing anyway, so anyone who wants to hang out while I'm working on it, I'm pretty sure can figure it out anyway.
Okay, well,
But yes,
unfortunately,
if someone
Cinnamon
has-
Bubbles just looked in a pot and found a spider swarm.
Darn it, brother!
Nice.
So you are now being attacked by spiders. Let's see what they do to you.
Do we need to roll for initiative?
After this, but this is the surprise attack because they jumped on Cinnamon Bubbles' face when he looked in the pot. So this is going to be 1d6
This,
plus
kids, is
distraction
why you
and
don't do pot.
poison.
I love the pot comment. That was a good one.
All right, Cinnamon Bubbles, you take 2 points of damage, and I need a fortitude save to see whether or not you are poisoned as well. You have a fortitude of +7, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, he's got it.
Cool. All right, you are not poisoned. So now,
Okay.
everyone, we're just going to pick up from where we left off initiative last time. So, Minty Chips, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to pull out my rapier. Well, actually, I'm going to look at what I have because I just realized if I start smacking the spiders on his face with the rapier, I'll probably smack his face. Although he did try to eat my mushroom, so Minty is going to make a tough decision.
Was your mushroom at the top?
It was. I'd claimed it.
Can you own another life being? Is slavery right?
I mean, it's not right, but the answer is yes, you can own them.
You know what I'm going to do? I am going to just use my hoofs and stomp all over his face.
Wow.
So you're doing an unarmed attack then?
Yes, which I'm
Okay.
trying to find. We already looked at this. I don't remember. What was...
It's
My
1d3
unarmed
plus 2 damage, but let's see what your to hit is just going to be your base attack bonus plus your strength. So that's going to be, where's your character sheet here?
Is that
base attack bonus. It's
5?
going to be 5. All right, that is enough to hit.
Cool.
I'm assuming you're going to
Now
attack
I'm-
twice, though.
Yes. And I'm mostly aiming for the spiders.
Yeah, and you can just hit up the up arrow to populate your chat there with previous things that you typed in. So you can just if you roll one, if you're going to roll the same thing twice, you can just type it in once, then hit up and enter again, and it'll roll the same thing again.
Awesome. And how much was my attack bonus?
Well, first attack the second time. Let's see if you get 2 hits or not. All right, that is not enough to hit, so you're just going to be hitting once, and you're going to do 1d3 plus 2 damage. All right, you have done 3
That went
damage
well.
to the swarm. It does not seem particularly phased.
Can I attack? Was those 2 attacks because I didn't move, or?
Yes, you got 2 attacks because you did not move.
Okay, it's not like I can use 2 hooves and punch with my right and left.
I mean, you could, but you would have missed all of your hits because you'd be doing it at a -6. Unless you have 2-weapon fighting, which I don't know if you have that. Let's see, what feats do you have? No, you do not have dual weapon fighting. So next up is Cinnamon Bubbles. You have spiders crawling on your face and other parts of your body, biting at you painfully.
Well, I'm going to do ranged with both hands with point blank shot.
All right, if you do that, you're going to take 2 attacks of opportunity, or actually just 1, because it doesn't have improved reflexes. But if you fire at it while you're within melee range, you will incur an attack of opportunity from the enemy.
Ooh.
So if you want to avoid that, what you should try to do is get away from it. However, because it is a large enemy, you're going to take an attack of opportunity regardless, because you would have to travel through a threatened square. So every square adjacent to the enemy is threatened, and you'd have to move through that to get away. So in this case, you may as well just shoot it from where you stand.
I think I should do that.
One thing, though, so you have different ammunition in your guns. So you have 2 guns, each of which has either 6 or 8 barrels. I forget what the pepper shot has. And you can load them with different ammunitions. In this case, because it's a swarm enemy, you want to use area of effect attacks, and you have one called Dragon Fire, I believe, something like that. That is a cone, so that will do double damage if you use it. Dragon's Breath, that's what it's called.
We are the most violent ponies I have ever seen.
Bum, bum, bum. So the Dragon's Breath will do 2d6 points of damage for every shot.
So as far as chances of hitting, that's still 10, then plus 1 for using the point blank.
So your chances of hitting, since you're using point blank, so your default, I believe, is at a +6. Let me see. Yeah, so you're at a +6 by default. If you use point blank shot, then that gives you a +1 to hit and a +1 to damage. Yes. Because it is within 30 feet, so you definitely want to use that whenever you can. And then your real choice here is you can either take 2 shots at a +7, or you can use your rapid shot skill, which allows you to take 1 extra shot with each hand. However, that reduces each shot to a +5. Now, mathematically, you're definitely going to do more damage by doing 4 +5 attacks than doing 2 +7 attacks. But your Dragon's Breath shots are relatively expensive, so you should keep that in mind.
And these aren't really big enemies, are they?
They are a swarm, so it's a large number of small enemies, which is why you probably want to use area of effect attacks. Because if you shoot them with just like normal bullets, they're going to take half damage from your attacks, and they have a pretty high AC to hitting them, while with the Dragon's Breath, it's a cone, so they get a reflex save, which swarms are terrible at, but otherwise will automatically take the damage.
All right. So I'm going to range both hands.
Okay, are you going to do the extra attack or just fire twice?
Just fire twice.
Alright, so then it's going to be at a +7. Well, except it doesn't matter because it's Dragon's Breath, so you just do 2 attacks. So give me 2d6 rolls. And the spiders are going to try for a reflex save, but their reflex is pretty bad, so we'll see if anything comes of it. Oops. Gotta put a space in there. They rolled a 1. So they failed horribly.
Does he have any like attack bonuses, or he's just rolling 2d6?
He's rolling 2d6 because it's Dragon's Breath, so it's much like the Fireball spell where it has a set damage. You can't really affect it much with like aiming it just right or hitting really hard. It's an explosion of magical fire. So it's just 2d6 damage.
Cool. And he's doing that twice?
Yes, even though we can roll once and see what that damage is, and if it's enough to kill them, he doesn't have to attack a second time, obviously. Alright, so the first one is going to do 12 damage, which brings them to 15 hit points of damage, or actually enough to kill them. So you only need to subtract 1 of your Dragon's Breath cartridges from your inventory. So you did use 2 in the previous fight with spiders that you weren't here for. So you should be down to 7 Dragon's Breath cartridges. And these spiders are done for.
And then how much damage did I take?
You took, I believe, 2 damage. Let's see. Yes, you took 2 damage and were not poisoned.
Cool. I walk over to the fountain and drink.
Alright, you are back to full health. So Cinnamon Star, you mostly just ignored this entire thing, I would assume, given how easily it was dealt with.
Wow. You're
I mean, I probably didn't even realize it was really going on until it was done. So basically, yeah.
Had a connection.
All right. So you're able to relatively easy follow the instructions and create this automaton fuel.
I'm drinking from the fountain.
All right. You die. No, I'm just kidding. You have full health. So Cinnamon Star, you now have in your possession about a liter of automaton fuel.
Nice.
It would really suck if there was a random chance that you would just die. If you drank the water.
I should have done that. Every time one of you walked up, I should have rolled a die just to make you nervous. Cinnamon Bubbles, I would assume that while you have been kind of looking in pots and stuff, you were looking to see what kind of cool things you might be able to find in the room. So you find a crowbar, if anyone wants a crowbar. On the alchemy table, underneath the note, so Caramel Kisses actually is the one who found this. There was a key, a small, kind of average-looking metallic key. You guys found rare magical ingredients worth 3,000 gold pieces. So you guys can spread that 3,000 gold pieces among yourselves as you'd like. You found 5 potions of cure moderate wounds, 3 potions of cure poison, and for those of you who are spellcasters, I don't know if you're back yet, Jason, but for those of you who are spellcasters, you learn 4 new spells of up to level 3 of your choice. And then
Nice.
you also...
I am back, so that's awesome.
Awesome. And then you also find on one of the shelves an ever-burning lantern.
Ooh.
So I'll put that in the chat there so you guys can see what all you got a hold of. So you guys can spread that amongst yourselves as you like. An ever-burning lantern is exactly what it sounds like. It's a lantern, but you activate it with a magical button on the side of it, and it will burn forever until you turn it off again. You don't have to use torches. You don't have to use magic. Dun dun dun. Alright, so Minty Chips and Cinnamon Bubbles will be gone for a bit. That's okay.
Would now be a good place to wrap up for the day, or should we
Almost.
wait for them? Or okay,
Well, I guess actually, maybe we do wait for them to pour the automaton fuel inside of our little friend up there. So, sure, let's go ahead and just wrap up for today. We're actually right about at the hour and a half mark. So, unfortunately, with some people gone, we can't do everybody, but let's start with Jason. What has Caramel Kisses learned today?
Caramel Kisses learned that sometimes fireballs aren't all they're cracked up to be.
Yep, that was pretty bad.
And that she should always just blindly taste water in strange places because it tastes good.
And we'll see how that one pans out. Okay, so, Wayne, what did Sugar Song learn?
Sugar Song learned that she's not very good at finding traps, and that she should always let someone else go first.
I mean, so if you actually had sent your monkey ahead, it would have literally killed him.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
He doesn't
talking about
have
the
very
monkey.
many hit
I'm just
points.
saying, anybody else would have been better at that than me.
Da, da,
But I was the
da.
only one that fit. So
Yeah, you were the only one that fit, so.
But like for future reference. you
Yeah,
know.
I mean, Cinnamon Star could have, like, poked her head through and been like, yeah, looks clear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's definitely a good learning from this adventure so far, is traps can be just as deadly, if not more so, than the enemies that you face.
Yeah.
The only enemy that's done more damage than those traps was that crocodile who almost murdered Minty. Alright, and then Rebecca, what has Cinnamon Star learned?
Hmm.
That naps are nice. Uh-oh, I think we lost Rebecca. Alright, well, I guess Cinnamon Star didn't learn anything, but yeah, we're going to wrap up here. So thanks everyone for joining me, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!